Their discussions during the Refugee Stocktaking Conference centered on the principles of the humanitarian development and peace nexus, focusing on finding lasting solutions for displaced populations.
The concept of humanitarian development peace nexus is not an end in itself, but a means to achieve a more effective and efficient refugee response. This approach also reinforces the government-led refugee response and promotes a whole-of-society approach.
Uganda reminded development partners of the Global Refugee Forum commitments, emphasizing their urgent importance in addressing the growing refugee influx into the country.
Reminded of the commitments made during the last Global Refugee Forum of 2023 and the collective responsibility we share in transforming these commitments into meaningful action. Since then, Uganda has continued to exemplify the principles of hospitality, inclusivity, and solidarity. Recognize that the journey ahead requires continued collaboration, increased resource mobilization, and a steadfast commitment to the principles of burden and responsibility sharing.
Development partners also highlighted achievements under the Humanitarian Development and Peace Nexus framework, including building the capacity of displaced persons and exploring ways to promote peace in host communities.
Initiatives such as the integration of refugees into national services, livelihood programs, and education systems exemplify our resolve to promote self-reliance and resilience.
Its policy, which grants refugees access to land, freedom of movement, and access to social services, transcends mere humanitarian aid. It provides a foundation for refugees to maintain their dignity and build individual lives.
Despite the reduction in funding for refugee response programs, the government of Japan, through the Japanese International Cooperation Agency JICA, has pledged more support toward humanitarian and development initiatives aimed at promoting refugee self-reliance.
Diminishing funding, but I'm proud to announce that yet another food assistance from Japan is coming by the end of this year through WFP.
The humanitarian assistance, but also the development assistance to protracted crisis going down. We really need to double down our long-term efforts in support of self-reliance and resilience.
The Humanitarian Development and Peace Nexus Forum emphasizes both immediate humanitarian response and the promotion of resilience among displaced persons and host communities. Through this approach, development partners channel their support via various actors within Uganda Refugee Response Plan. Abdunasir Lubwama for UBC.